Hello, Sagittarius. Oh, hey. There you are. What's on the other one? Oh, the Fool. Hello, Sagittarius. High Priestess. What are you guys up to? Sagittarius for November 2017, Queen of Wands. Oh, Eight of Swords. Ooh. Seven of Coins. Sagittarius for November 2017. Ooh, that's been coming up a lot, I swear to God. Every single one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Oh, there it is. Came out anyway. And then 10 of Cups in the reversal. So what we have here is Knight of Cups reversed, Page of Coins, the Hanged Man reversed, Ace of Swords, Magician, Death, Sun, 2 of Wands, 9 of Coins, 9 of Wands reversed, Hierophant reversed, 8 of Cups, 7 of Coins, and then the 8 of Swords reversed. And this is Desi. Say hi, Desi. She's like, no, I've been trying to sleep on your lap forever. So the Knight of Cups in the reversal in your past, maybe you are having trouble moving forward emotionally. Maybe you are having trouble keeping control of your emotions, finding balance, or you're keeping too tight of control on your emotions and you are repressing yourself in order to move forward. That's not healthy. I don't know why you would do that. Let's find out, shall we? So we have the very, very truth at the base of your reading. And that's the foundation. And we have the Page of Coins as the situation with the Hanged Man reversed, crossing you, seeing somebody else's perspective, or somebody else's perspective is getting to you. So you have the Page of Coins here as the current situation, which is like a new business venture or offering something. Somebody might be offering you some sort of new thing. It can be an earth sign who sees this as a relationship offer, or if you have earth in your chart, maybe it's you offering something towards a relationship. But it can also mean these three things. It's like finances, stability, spirituality, religion, health. So maybe somebody's offering you one of those things in some sort of way. Maybe a new business venture, or somebody's giving you an idea, or some sort of something like that. Now, crossing you means it's a challenge. So crossing you would be in the upright. This usually talks about seeing things from a different perspective and making the sacrifice in order to do that, and healing a situation because you have become enlightened by seeing somebody else's perspective. When it's reversed, it's like the challenge is trying not to make a sacrifice. The challenge is not making a sacrifice. You don't want to see somebody else's perspective. You don't want to make a sacrifice. You don't want to look at things from another perspective. You just don't want to. And that's the challenge. Interesting, interesting. At the top of your thoughts, you have the Magician. This can be a person in your life who you see. It isn't always the truth. What's up here in this position is not always the truth. It's just what's in your mind, what you see, your perspective. So that's the Magician. That is someone who has the ability to manifest, and manifest positively. It's positive manifestation. This could be in your mind. Maybe you are trying to manifest positively, and you have everything that you need in order to move forward. This person thinks that they are the ones that are in control, that they set their will out into the universe, and they are the ones that make things happen. But it's not really that way at all. It's like God has the final authority, and if you put your intention out there and it's against God's plan, it might not work. It can be. It can. You can put your intention out there, but, and it might work out for you, but it might not be in God's higher purpose or plan, and it might come out negatively to your detriment. But this is positive. My hand is itching for some reason. I think I might go into palmistry because this happens a lot. So, it's not like I just heard like somebody was worried about a fungus infection. No, it's not that. No, it's like a tingly type of like energetic intuitive thing. So I'm gonna have to like look it up on palmistry and find out what that means. Usually I think it's like making money. Whenever it's like an itch like right there, it's like making money. So maybe you guys are like going into this and you're going to make money and you're trying to manifest positively. And that's why this is an earth sign coming up here. Possibly getting something. It's the right hand. It's getting something. It's receiving. Left hands is usually like giving away. So you have this foundation of ultimate truth. Something was communicated. You now understand something. But it's really hard for you to see things from that perspective or something like that. But still, there was a truth, there was a communication involved, there was some sort of something involved that was a revelation for you. And now you're thinking positively and you're manifesting positively. Interesting. So in the future we have the Death card upright, which is change and transformation and all that lovely energy. We have Scorpio coming to the close almost of its time with the sun. And we are moving forward into Sagittarius. You guys are going to have your, oh my god, you guys are going to have your solar karmic returns coming in. Alright, so that means that if you guys don't know what your solar karmic return is, it's the karma that you've built up from the last birthday that you had. It's like a mini new year, basically. And all the karma that you built up the previous year will come back to you in the weeks coming up to your birthday. And then when it's your birthday, you get this like clean slate, and then moving forward, you build up more karma for next year. So, it's like whenever the sun hits the position it was in whenever you were born. That's when your karma comes back. So, that's always fun and interesting, and can kind of be like hell if you've, not gotten good karma. But, you get a clean slate. And things that, are disruptive or meant to be disruptive. But anyway, death. You have death here as your future. No, it's not actual death. You're not going to die. It's not usually like that. It's just about transformation and change, things ending because of revelations. Usually, it's always, like the Ace of Swords is always tied to the Death card. Because of a revelation, something has ended. Usually it's a very fast ending. Comes about suddenly because of a truth involved. And it's like this Ace of Swords cuts away and kills whatever was not truth. And so you're transforming, you are changing, you are going through with this change. Interesting, Sagittarius. Or it can be that a Scorpio is affecting you. You're with a Scorpio, maybe. So for this energy line is a person, and this energy line is a person. This is a basic Celtic cross spread that's been extended. Usually they only have the one energy line, but I always do two to represent two people. If it's only you in the situation and there is nobody else involved, like at all, then this will be an energy line for you, and this will be a continuation. Or it will be the same message on either side, which has happened before. Like, whenever I draw for people and they're like, oh, I don't have any other person in my life, I go, okay. And that's how it is. It's just like the same message comes across on either side. So, in this energy line, you have the Sun card. This can be a Leo. Or it can just simply be your energy. This can be, like, the Sun card, usually, for me. I don't know if I showed you the death and everything. Death, Magician, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Hanged Man, and the Knight of Cups. So, like, right here we have the Sun card. And the Sun card is usually about optimism. Like, my last reading I had a bunch of, Sun cards because I was talking about Leo. But it's usually about optimism and confidence, and it can also be about leaving your comfort zones too. But the way I usually interpret this is it's a situation where everything's great on the surface, but underneath there's a tension involved that needs to be taken care of. It's like there's dirt swept under the rug, there's an elephant in the room, or there's skeletons in the closet that are kind of like, everybody's not talking about it. There's something going on that needs to be taken care of. And nobody is right now, because they want to have fun. Which is fine, But you really should take care of that thing under the surface. Usually this lightning bolt is that Ace of Swords that comes in. If you look, like, there's this big, to-do going on up here with the lion and everything. But, like, down here, there's this building getting blown up by this lightning bolt. It's like, hey, don't look at the lightning bolt. Look up here. There's this awesome lion inside of this sun dragon thing here. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Look at this. And that's why there's, like, lightning on this card too. Anyway, me and my awesome sound effects. Seriously though. So like on your environment, how people see you is the Two of Wands. And that is having a path, having a road to go down, having a choice to make one way or the other. It can also be about, it's either having a choice to make or making plans, and you need to lay out the plans for a certain venture. This can also be about a very fiery, passionate relationship. It can be based on lust or belief or ego. One of those. If it's in the environment, then it might be in the reversal, where these are negative energies, and it might be the breaking up of a relationship. Because whenever the outside energy comes in, it flips that energy around, whichever way it was. It goes negative. In your emotions, hopes, and fears, you have the Nine of Coins. This is a single person who is very independent, can be very spiritual, can be financially stable, can be very healthy. Coins and Pentacles talk about health, wealth, and spirituality, religion. Maybe your hope is that you can remain independent and financially stable. Maybe your fear is a person who is independent and financially stable. Maybe what you're feeling right now is someone who is very independent, financially stable, and can take care of themselves. And then your outcome is the Nine of Wands reversed. Nine of Wands upright is the Wounded Warrior card. When it's reversed, it can either be that you are overly defensive. Perhaps you have one more step to take in a situation, but you are overly tired. Maybe you've been beaten down too much. Maybe you've suffered a defeat or a loss. Maybe your defenses are down. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable. Or it can be that you're being overly defensive and you're pushing people away. 2 9s in that reading right there. 9 and 9. Interesting. And there's 2 8s over there. This person is growing and learning and teaching while this person is evolving. Interesting. So, in this energy line, we have the Hierophant reversed. This can be a person, it might be a Taurus, or it can be a person who is not talking, or it can be someone who is overly controlling and manipulative. It can be a person who is also letting go of control. Somebody breaking out of the rules. Structures. The Hierophant's all about structures. It can be about marriages. And if this is like a marriage or a relationship issue, then this can be the person breaking out of the marriage or the relationship. If it's like a business or something, they're going outside of the contract. Or they feel that it's too confining. They're not making a commitment. They're not being committed. They're not stable. They don't want to do the same things every day, like day after day after day. They want to have adventure, take a risk, something like that. But it can also be a negative Taurus. Like a Taurus who's being manipulative and controlling and, you know, that kind of thing. Interesting. In the environment, or how people see them, is the Eight of Cups upright. And the Eight of Cups is about processing emotions. It can also be somebody who's lost control. That is interesting. Never noticed that before. As above, so below. Star of Solomon. Shield of Solomon. It's even got the Taurus sign and the Star of David, which is like earth, air, fire, water, spirit, all rolled into one. Very cool. Anyway. So the Eight of Cups is about processing emotions and then walking away from it, moving into more stable ground, evolving. It's kind of like the World card, only on an emotional level only. And then with the Pentacles, they only have a 7 here. So that might be why they're going forward only emotionally. Their world is only broken up into sections. They haven't quite mastered all of them at the same time yet. It hasn't reached the ultimate in all of the elements. So they have the 7 of Coins here. And that's about having patience. That's their emotions, hopes, and fears. This over here would mean that that energy line is having trouble walking away. This person is walking away while this person's having trouble walking away. Interesting. And then the 7 of Coins is about having patience, being very stable and grounded. It can also be about karma and having karma come back to you. with it upright, it's usually about good karma. But it's having planted seeds and waiting for them to come around again and like get the harvest. Could be just about letting go of control. But of course, this person is like, I don't know, the Hierophant. It's just in the reversal. Usually about Taurus, though. So, patience. And then the outcome is the Eight of Swords reversed. Now, the Eight of Swords can go a couple ways. Usually, when I see it upright, it's about somebody being trapped in their thoughts, trapped by fears, trapped by illusions, and not able to break free from it because they just can't see beyond it. They're kind of blindfolded. Whether or not it's their own doing, I mean, that's up for interpretation by the person who's actually feeling it. Or, you know, sometimes people just can't see the way out of things. They're so lost in that sense of fear and anxiety and being controlled like that, that they can't even see outside of that. So, I mean, some people will say, oh, you let yourself be trapped like that. Well, some people just don't know how not to be trapped like that. They can't see beyond it. They really are blindfolded, and they don't realize that they can take the blindfold off. So, and that's usually a narcissist thing. Some narcissist has control of them, or they're like, you know, doing it to themselves. So whenever it's reversed, it's like they've taken the blindfold off and they're walking away. They are not being controlled by illusions, fears. They're not being controlled by truth. Even if it is a truth, they're not controlled by it. They take the blindfold off, and then they walk out of the Ring of Swords. They're no longer trapped. They're able to get free, and they free themselves. They do. So it's like healing from narcissistic abuse, basically. So with that there, now it can go also another way. If this is like a narcissistic person here, and they are like doing these things, having patience and walking away, it might be that they are using narcissistic control on somebody else. Or that they are releasing it. That's interesting. Very interesting. Breaking free from traditions, breaking free from doing the same things, breaking free from a habit, and then also breaking free from narcissistic control. Interesting. I feel like I've done this reading before. Weird deja vu. But it's like the ending of a relationship or a relationship ending badly. Because we have the Ten of Cups here as the under the deck card, which is the overall energy. Sagittarius, what in the world is going on with you? I wonder if I should pull some clarification cards. Just so that I don't usually do that. Because usually I can see at least, you know, some sort of something. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What is the Hierophant, please? What is the Hierophant? Justice. Five of Wands reversed. Victory. Stepping out of a situation. It's a Queen of Pentacles in the reversal. Somebody who's not grounded or stable financially, maybe spiritually, because it is the Hierophant. Somebody might be withholding, but they're getting justice and victory by not fighting. So they've let go of control. This is just someone who's let go of control. They're gaining justice and victory by that. Alright. The Fool, having faith. Alright. And so what's this Eight of Swords about? What's the Eight of Swords about? Queen of Wands. Seven of Wands reversed. Chariot. I see. They have let go of control. They just don't care anymore and they're moving forward. I see. So it isn't a narcissist. It's someone who has just let go of control. They don't care. They're walking away. Awesome. I'll show you these cards so you know I'm not like lying or anything. This is the Hierophant. What came out for the Hierophant? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Justice, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Fool. And then for the Eight of Swords reversed, we have the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands reversed and the Chariot. So this is someone who's just let go of control. They don't care anymore and they're moving forward. They've taken control of themselves. And they're stepping out of the Eight of Swords. So some narcissist was controlling them with fears and illusions. And it might have been this person over here. Because, or maybe it wasn't. I mean, this doesn't seem like a narcissist over here. It has the Sun, Two of Wands, Nine of Coins, and the Nine of Wands. It doesn't seem very much like narcissism. Except for the Magician. The Magician is a controller. Although it's a positive controller. They're like trying to control things positively. What's the Sun about, please? What is the Sun about? King of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords. Three of Wands, Ten of Coins. So you got a happy life over here, basically, except for the King of Swords in reverse, which is a narcissist card. Someone who's not telling the truth and lying about a situation. It might be that you're lying about the situation being all right and everything being hunky-dory. So you are healing from a situation. There's a really, really horrible situation going on. Somebody is, at least. And then they are unable to plan, or maybe this is a third-party situation that's broken up, But otherwise, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is like, you know, very financially stable, very spiritually stable, or very health-wise stable. It can also be the ending of a situation. Both of these tens here can mean the ending of a situation. But here we also have this 10 here. So, and that's in the reversal. So while you might have like the Pinnacle of the Swords and the Pinnacle of the Pentacles in the upright position, where you're ending a situation for the better, for the positive, you still have this like 10 of Cups here. Your emotional situation is ending badly. Interesting. What is this Magician about in the top of thoughts? What is the Magician about? Planning. You got the Two of Wands. What is the Magician about, please? Oh. Huh. Alright. So we've got planning here. You're trying to plan probably optimistically, but you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and that's about self-love, knowing divine love, and a new start. So maybe it's about a new relationship that hasn't started. But then you've got the Seven of Swords here, and that's like either you really want to do something really sneaky and shady and not get caught, or you don't want to be shady anymore. You don't want to be sneaky. You don't want to have to do things behind other people's backs. And then you have the King of Cups here in the reversal, which is about, it can be about manipulation, or it can just be about personal control. It can be that you yourself are controlling your emotions too much, or it can be about being upset and in despair, loss of hope, not in love, basically. Someone who's not being very good emotionally. It can be emotionally manipulative too. If it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, don't. But it seems like somebody here is leaving the control, and someone here is unhappy about this ending. This person's trying to leave, and this person is still trying to kind of grasp onto it and like wishes it didn't end or something. So, let's have some advice for this, shall we? Lord, please, Lord God. Please, 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 Lord God. Sagittarius, November, for this spread, please give us some advice. 3 cards, and then 1 card. 1 card here, 1 card there, 1 card there. Please, please, please. Whoop. I've got 2 at the bottom. Alright. So, the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. So this person's advice is to listen to God, listen to their intuition, listen to divine providence, divine guidance. If you can see that. This person, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. So bring peace to this situation. Or someone who is trying to bring peace to the situation, you need to know that they are the children of God. And then the center is seek and you shall find. Seek the answer. Seek what you have inside of you and you shall find it. Seek the answer to your question and you will find it. And then at the bottom we have two cards that came out. He that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than those shall he do, because I go unto my Father. I love that card. Heal the sick that are therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of God is come nigh unto you. I have been trying to do that for every reading I do. I'm trying to say that without God, I am nothing. All glory to God, because without Him, I am nothing. And yeah, it's always the universe that guides me. But yeah, Sagittarius, this is your reading. I hope it helps. I hope it heals whatever situation you are in. I hope you are able to go more towards love and light because of this reading. I really do hope you have a wonderful rest of November. And for November, I am giving away free readings. So look my email up in the description box. And if you would like a reading from me, then set up an appointment and we will have a reading. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later.